parents, Grace Trigger here with Amazing Parenting. Thanks for watching the podcast. Today I'd like to talk about peer pressure and how as parents we can help our children through peer pressure. If you notice your child is being pressured either to do the wrong thing or to wear certain clothing or to have their hair a certain way because their friends are doing it, it's all about reasoning and how we reason with our children to explain the negatives of peer pressure and positives of peer pressure. I'll just talk about the positives of peer pressure. The positives are if your child is very academically led or they're very sporty and they have friends who jeer them on, who put pressure on them to do well in those areas. They go to a homework club, they're all doing their homework together, they all want to get A stars and the high grades together. That's good peer pressure. But when it turns negative, when your children's friends are putting negative pressure on them to do things, to say things, to act and be a certain way, then for us as parents, we need to be in tune with our children and to be able to talk to them about the pressures that their friends and their peers are putting on them. And like I said, it's about reasoning. Speak to your children about why they want these certain things, why they want these certain clothing, why they want to behave in a certain way, why they want to talk in a certain way, why they want to go to certain places. And reason with them. Understand where they're coming from and let them explain to you what's been happening. Because once you're able to reason with your child and talk through the peer pressure, what is it? What is the pressure about? Then you'll be able to sit and talk to your child about, this is something that is irrelevant. This is something that doesn't mean much. But for your child, being part of a group, being part of a surrounding, being part of a group that understands them, it's a big deal to them. So you have to be able to break it down and let them know the things that they want, the pressures that they feel they're under are irrelevant. They're not important. They're not in the scheme of life. They're not important. And the only way we're going to get the understanding to our children is to talk and to reason through what peer pressure is. So sit down with your teenagers, especially with teenagers where they're going through peer pressure, they feel it a lot more. Sit down and reason through them about peer pressure, what it's about, what it is they're facing. And then once you can reason with them, then the understanding of what their friends want them to do or say or behave becomes clear to them. If you want to know more about parenting, please read the information below. And if you're enjoying the podcast, please share and subscribe. And remember, all parents can be great parents. It's a journey and we will get there.